see them play Bloodbowl.
Defender down. Good. Here.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
I bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have
So don't have anybody to
full in
help.
the face.
It's a problem. Well, it's kind of dangerous.
It's a catch. Now this player just needs to survive.
Did you hear about Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen. Ouch! Right in the face.
I'm probably going to go down and eat really quick at halftime. I put it on when I went down for the break in between games, but right now the game's 0-0. We're almost to halftime.
Typical of the referee. The players just get warmed up and he brings them off the field.
I reckon that several players will appreciate a few minutes rest.
I can finish. I'll go a little further into the game rather than stopping now. Or not really stopping, but taking a break. So I think we'll be kicking off. I think that we got the ball last time. Going to accept. And I want to kick it over here.
That's it. The ball's in play. There's going to be trouble.
So the clock ran for one turn. Went out of bounds, so the one of them automatically gets the ball in their hand, I believe is how that works. He's running to the opposite side than I set up for, which is smart. Which I'm surprised the AI is doing something.
Why don't they have them anymore?
I love this story. The Scarface scavengers strapped dynamite and kegs of gunpowder onto the troll, sent him running down into the opposing half, where he detonated himself to the glee of the fans, covering them with bits of troll, causing a huge amount of detestation to the opponents.
So they're just kind of pushing us around a little bit.
By the Bloodbowl regulations crafters, and we haven't seen a single troll on a Chaos Dwarves team ever since.
Oh, I remember that very effective tactic. Now let's see how much blood they can spill without an explosive troll.
Don't forget, they still have bull centaurs and minotaurs. I'm sure it will be a bloodbath, as always.
So who do we really need to be taken out? We need to get some guys up here to check again. Centaur can't do much, but he can come over here and check down if they start pushing through. Let's start peeling these guys back. Defender stumbles. Push him back. Yes, I want to follow.
Nice left punch.
Rung his belt.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
Gonna push this guy forward.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't
This
be
would be a
going away.
one-on-one, though. That wouldn't. Let's hit this guy. Defender stumbles. Push him back this way. Do I want to follow? No.
I don't know if we really like that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it. That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the 91.
And he doesn't get the second attack.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him.
Defender down. And do I want to follow him? Sure.
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
I do not want to follow. So this guy kind of want to run. And so he's just going to get away from the guy that has him checked down. And he does. End our turn. Let's see what they do to us now. Both of them are physical teams.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusader stable to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium. Doesn't look like he'll be getting back on his feet too soon.
He should be up before next week's match.
So he's retreating now. And the Minotaur saves the turn.
After an uppercut like that, he doesn't have any choice.
This guy's going to remain down. He's stunned. I don't think there's any way to combat this guy. I mean, he's just got everything in the world. Come up behind this guy. Gonna attack, but I'm just gonna stack up around this guy here. Got two.
The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea.
And let's hit him.
And just how effective will one bodyguard be against the
Just a
stadium full of
stumble.
supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided. If it wasn't for the blood flowing from his nose and mouth, you'd swear he was having a rest.
He's gonna need a lot of help. This is where we want to use a blitzer, though. Let's get a thick skull. Blitz up on this guy. And defender's down. Push him back behind. I want to follow. No.
Wow, I can tell you straight, that hurts.
And we should be able to team up on this guy now. Both down. I won't fall.
Boom!
We got
In
blocked.
the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done.
So we got a lot of his team knocked down. My guys can try to do something with this. It's not going to work, probably. Oh, a defender down. No reroll. Do I want to follow? No.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal.
Let's try to commit a foul here.
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Bloodbowl star.
And the guy falls down just trying to walk.
Followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
So our little dwarf can get back up. And we can try to start stacking against this big guy. Let's blitz with this group. Oh, attacker down. Reroll. It's rigged. It's rigged.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry. Slime balls, diseases, rotting flesh. To some, it's a beautiful sight, Bob.
Don't forget the smell, Jim.
Oh, really? Thanks for reminding me. I didn't notice that pungent, acrid stench of death and bile. God, bleh.
I wonder if we can run him around. Ugh. Dodge this time. We got two guys behind us kind of cherry picking. Is he going to be able to get away? Let's not try it. Minotaur, on the other hand, refuses. I gotta hate that.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules?
Just look at the way his feet and hands are twitching.
The punch is still echoing around his body.
Close to the end of the game. We might tie 0-0.
Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with. Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim. That's never a nice sight.
So I like this like Nurgok team or whatever it is. They might be an interesting one to make a team with. Okay, so my guy still can't get up. This guy can. This guy can not. Yes, he can. So is there any way I can get near the ball handler?